Graham Gano set to kick off.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Jones off the play fake. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
7. Bears nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The penalty does everything but get them a first down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For a Chicago Bears.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Giants 7, Bears nothing.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 16-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
The 1-yard line.
For Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First down.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Jones. Off play action.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 38. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Third down. Third and long.
After that sack, third and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that...
But I think the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now left side on the swing pass. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
pass.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
It's a game
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bears 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Giants.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
Jones pass.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over
at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try it. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Garion Conley on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
And
That is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham, 29 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and a yard at the 34-yard.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Now this throw caught left side. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 63 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit. On this one, as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. And I'm going to the blood until we all got them buckets.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
At the 4.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second down and goal. Glennon. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Giants 31, Bears 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it hit?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
New York.
Off play action. Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Flushed out right to Barkley on the check down. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the second down throw on target. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Giants first down.
Check 24, check 24, check 31, check 31.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now Jones throwing again. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And
now Jones.
Down.
That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones to throw again. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.